Hi, and welcome to our WebRTC Fiddle of the Month. With me, Philipp Henke, and this time we're going to talk about race conditions between signaling and media when we try to unmute a video channel. That was a bit of a mouthful. But what does it mean exactly? Philipp?
Right, so this is something about an effect I observed in a WebRTC working group meeting last week. And basically, there was a participant who was muted, had the video muted, and then they unmuted. Then I saw the video of that person jumping, basically. And that was super annoying. So I was like, why does it happen?
Okay.
Okay, so we have a basic fiddle. We start as usual with two peer connections, wire them up to each other. We call get user media to get a video. We add the track to the peer connection, and then we do a negotiation. And then we have a bunch of buttons here. So we have this connection, which is live. And now we have a series of steps to show muting, receiving the signaling message, and unmuting. So let's try the first variant, which is the one which really annoys me. So we hide the video. So I basically pretend that I'm stopping my video. I stop sending. Then I show it again to simulate that the unmute signaling message arrives, which means you get the old video. You see I'm not moving, my hands are in a different position. And if I now click resume and raise the hand, you will see this jump. And in the full setting, it's even more annoying than this.
Okay.
So what we can do is we can actually only show the video once the actual frame arrives, which is much better in terms of experience, because you don't have this old video hanging around for a split second and you don't see
it. So just to explain, what happens now is that if I want to unmute the video as the user, I click the unmute button on my video, right? And when I do that, I start sending video because that's what I asked to do. And in parallel, I'm probably sending some kind of a signaling message to say that I want to unmute. Now, the signaling message might come before or after that the video started arriving. And if it arrives before the full first frame arrives, then I'm probably going to show to the user the last image that was shown before that on that video element.
Exactly.
Right? So what we're trying to do is to eliminate that by waiting for the full video frame to arrive after the unmute was, let's call it, clicked and arrived to my machine, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And this happens more often if you have distributed settings with signaling server and participants in different regions. So we do that. We again hide our video, stop the track, click the synchronized button, then we resume, and it will automatically show the video once the new frame arrives. So there was no jumps this time.
And how do you make that magic happen then?
That's a good question. So there's a nice API called requestVideoFrameCallback. It's something that is happening on the video element. It's an API on that. It is supported, I think, in Chrome and Safari. And basically, that gets called whenever the video element is rendering a video frame. And you can see that down here. If the checkbox is checked and the video is not hidden, then we hide it, or the other way around. If the video is hidden, then we unhide it. And then we need to call requestVideoFrameCallback again with the same callback. So it's not a WebRTC API, but it's one of those supporting APIs in Chrome that are incredibly useful and provide a better user experience.
Okay, so what we did today is created a small, let's call it polish, to how we deal with unmuting video channels by making sure that we actually have a video frame to show and we don't show a freezed image instead.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you for that, Philip, and see you all in our next WebRTC Fiddle of the Month.